Do you ever wish you had a personal hype girl? Someone to pump you up when you're feeling down or high-five you when things go right? Well, guess what? I'm your girl, that's me, and that's what Talks with Your Trainer is all about. So sit up nice and tall, roll your shoulders back and down, chin up, chest high. It's time to get into it and get after it. Whoa. If you are ready to get fired up after that intro, I don't know what will. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm party pumping over here. I hope if you're out on a walk or if you're in your car, you take your right hand, you make a fist, and you beat that beat. You pump it up because you are ready. If you're tuning into this podcast, you're probably looking for a little, motivation, inspiration, pump up. And I hope that's why you're here. Some of you have found me through my website workouts, my Instagram workouts. Some of you guys have found me at the Harris Teeter on Sharon Road. And I love that. I am here for each and every one of you. And I am so excited to share this episode of the Talks with Your Trainer podcast. Now, a lot of you guys know that I love a motivational speech. I love a 3.5 minute, get up, get working, get after it, positive speech. I do. I just do. I'm one of those people that gets fired up from a quote unquote cheesy quote. Wow, that was 3 quotes in a row. But you know what I'm saying. If you go to the Googles and you type in motivational quotes, like I'm all about that. I could sit there and read those for days. If you work out with me, we work out to those. And I love them. They never get old to me. So heading into this podcast, you may or may not hear a couple of those because it's very pertinent to the topic. It's very pertinent to going for your goals, not being afraid of failure, and just putting yourself out there. So without further ado, I'm going to hop into this podcast and hope to God that it's recording. It looks like it is, so here we go. I just want you guys to know too that I have a fancy, what is this, blue Yeti. I also have one of those covers over it. So I really am official. This is happening. This is going down for real. All right, so set the bar high. If you fail, you'll already be at the top, okay? Now, it is okay to have high expectations, you guys, only if you're putting in the work. You can't expect greatness to happen if you're not doing anything, okay? If you never try, you'll never know. No matter what the outcome is, you'll at the very least, you'll have answers. For example, isn't it the worst when you're in the dark about something? In relationships, is he into me? Does he like me? Why did he see, I'm doing quotes again, air quotes again, the text and not respond? I saw that you saw it, sir, okay? Right away. Hello, we are not 17 anymore. Ditch the games, fellas. Oh, and I'm talking to the ladies too, okay? Also, let's just put it out there. I'm not perfect. I definitely have not responded to someone in the past, but I think we're all adults now and we can move past that. In your work environment, for example, you asked for the raise that you know you deserve, but you haven't gotten a response back, and you've seen your boss since, so it's kind of awkward. You're like, hey, did you see that message that yeah, okay, anyway. Well, I believe there is an appropriate response to both of these scenarios. And of course, lots of factors come into play, but the blanket response for me is follow up, reach out, ask, truly, what is the worst outcome? Oh, he doesn't like you. He's just not that into you. Great movie, by the way. You don't get the raise. Hey, thank God you have a job, right? Or in my particular example today, and the whole reason for this particular episode is you just don't qualify. So, quick backstory, whenever this episode comes out, I will have already played in the USGA Women's US Mid-Am Qualifier, which is an amazing event. I was very lucky, well, skilled, if you will, and lucky to play in it once before about 4 years ago. And let me tell you what, guys, it was an outstanding experience. I crave to have that happen again, which is why I put so much emphasis on this tournament and how much it meant to me, because I want to have my dad come to the tournament. I want my brother to caddy for me. I want my friends and family to be there to experience how well the USGA runs a tournament. It is by far the best experience I've ever had, and I've played in a lot of golf tournaments. So I wanted it so badly. So that's where this episode is stemming from, because it's one day after this scenario. Listen, if I didn't try, I would be squirming back home. And also, by the way, squirming is very sexual word in my opinion, but I didn't put myself out there. I'd be so upset if I didn't sign up, if I didn't go for it. So let me walk you through this process. For my non-golfers, I really believe you'll get something out of this story, so hang tight and bear with me. Step into my mind for just the next few minutes. Leading up to the tournament, when you're mentally preparing for the day, you should be physically prepping too. For me, this doesn't look too different from my day-to-day life because I'm already very active, as you guys know. But walking 18 came into the equation more often. Think about it. It is hot AF outside, so walking is a whole different experience than our cardio blasts. Back when I was on tour and playing professionally, I would have to force myself to practice. I would have to force myself to pound balls, don't be nasty, on the range for hours. It was just not my jam. It was just not my jam. I would much rather play 36 holes, literally, than hit 40-yard pitch shots, left to right to left putts, and figure out how to do knockdown 5-irons all day long. Now, unfortunately, that is what has and always will set me apart from the top players. And this may sound strange, but I'm actually okay with not being number one at golf. I repeat, golf, okay? Put me in a fashion show or a costume contest, and you better believe I'll do whatever it takes to win. So for me, golf is my passion. And while I love it tremendously, I'm okay with just being really good and not the best. I hope that makes sense to you. When I decided to retire after 3.5 years of playing on tour and giving it a go, I had to have a deep and honest conversation with myself. Am I willing to put in the work to do what it takes to make it? Y'all, there is such a fine line of those who are good and those who are great. I hated the answer. I didn't like admitting it. And I just didn't want to work that hard. That was the answer. Ew, it's like actually gives me kind of like the heebie-jeebies saying it out loud, because working hard is one of my favorite things to do. More specifically, working hard at something I love. But it was raw and it was true. And I am so glad that I had that face-to-face conversation with myself. I literally looked in the mirror and said, girl, it's time. Because I wouldn't be where I am today if I faked that effort any longer. I wanted to play well in tournaments, obviously. I'm competitive. But how could I expect that outcome when I was not willing to do what the best were doing to prepare? Whew. Deep, right? Damn. Perhaps another reason I retired, this is even hard to say too. I didn't believe I would ever be the best. Fast forward to today, I believe this will be a top-rated podcast. I believe Body by Trainor will be a household name across the globe, and that the word clam will become a verb according to Webster, of course. Maybe this episode is the nudge you didn't know you needed to have that difficult conversation with yourself. Are you doing something that is not making you happy? Are you with someone that doesn't add value to your life? Are you friends with a toxic person? Do you need to find a new hair girl because the color is just not right? Well, consider this your slap in the face, ice bath plunge you didn't want, but guess what? You needed. So my decision to retire reignited my joy for the game. I hope that gives you some hope if there is, well, that was 2 hopes in a row, but I really do mean it. I hope that is the phrase you needed if the answer was yes a couple of seconds ago. I no longer dreaded practice. I looked forward to it. Gosh, I took about a year break from really playing. I mean, I needed it. I needed to step back. I needed to crave it again. I needed to desire that first tee jitter, like caring about something. When you care about something, you feel nervous. It's just true. Tiger Woods has always said, if he steps onto the first tee and he doesn't feel nervous, he's going to retire because he doesn't care about it anymore. It doesn't matter anymore. Embrace those nerves. And I wanted those anxious, those knee knocker jitters again. Then, well, I got bit by the golf bug again, as it always happens. I got my amateur status back and went to town on the Country Club Ladies Golf Association events. Oh my God, I have the best time at Senorita and Margaritas on Thursday nights with the ladies. And let me tell you what, my mom and I have so much fun at our members. Not to mention amazing memories made with my mom, who I love so much. And of course, our show-stopping matching outfits. Us ladies love a theme. And your girl loves a theme too. This year, it's something, you know what, guys? This year, I'm thinking it's something like Golfers in the Wild. And we're going to go cheetah print. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. It's in October, so stay tuned for more information on that. So back to the Mid-Am prep. Bottom line, y'all, I put in the work for this event. I really did. I actually hit balls. I worked on my short game. I walked 18 holes at least twice a week. I was ready. I listened to podcasts around the mental game. I worked on my breathing. I prepared more for this tournament than most tournaments in my career, which is kind of sad because it was my career for 3.5 years. So you can imagine my disappointment when all that practice went to shit in the qualifier. Oh, damn. Frustrated just thinking about it. I really won't harp on that day much because I know not all of y'all are golfers, so I don't want to take you through 18 holes and why I just all of a sudden couldn't chip anymore. Actually, wait, hang on. Let me share a few call outs from the 2 days because I think it will give you a little bit more perspective, a great visual. If you're a visual gal or guy, maybe this will help you. Number 1, Chattanooga, Tennessee, y'all, is cute. It is so cute. Stayed downtown. Loved it. Number 2, Chattanooga Golf and Country Club is beautiful and hard AF. The greens are Bermuda, and they were rolling at a 14 on the stimp meter. You can Google that or ask your golf friend what that means, but basically it was like putting on ice. You started the ball, you like tap, 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 little tap, tap, tap it in, and Happy Gilmore, it just went so fast. And then you had all of a sudden a longer putt than when you started. Number 3, the Dwell Hotel downtown is adorable. Beverly Hills Hotel inspired and a Marriott. Okay, shout out to my fellow Bon Voy peeps. Y'all, get those points, please. If you can just do anything in life, get your points. Number 4, ladies, play golf, please. I was only one of 12 ladies trying to qualify, where there were 78 men trying to do the same. I'll leave it at that. Number 5, stay true to who you are. This one, I really mean it, you guys. It's something I thought about when I was playing, and I thought to myself, I can't wait to share this with the clams and with my talks with your Trainor podcast peeps, because it's so valuable, I think, in every scenario in life. Even in a pressure situation, I am a complimenter. I'm just going to say it. I love to tell people they're pretty when they are, or their outfit is cute, or they hit a good shot. For some reason, in tough or stressful situations, like, everyone becomes quiet. If you are the type to say, good shot in a normal round, say it in competition. Say it. It doesn't have to be so serious. Remember, at the end of the day, it is a game, and you can apply that to other areas of your life. Stay true to who you are. Number 6, never underestimate the power of chips, guacamole, queso blanco, and spicy skinny margaritas. That shit made my whole day better. There was a long story about that on my story on Instagram. So if you missed it, well, I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, listen, chips and guac make everything better. So now here I am back home after the rush of the excitement from the day and the disappointment with how it turned out. I am ready to get back on the golf course and have fun playing the game that I love. Most of you know how close I am with my dad, and, well, my whole family, for that matter. I am so lucky, you guys, to have such a supportive family. And if you are a part of my Body by Trainor Instagram account, you understand we kind of do like everything together, and I wouldn't change a thing. But my dad, aka the Faja, that's what we call him, is my hero, my role model, and my best friend. Mom, you'll have your own episode, I promise. Don't worry. I love you just as much. After the round, I texted my dad and said, well, it wasn't my day, Dad. I didn't qualify. To which the Faja replied, and I quote, that's okay. You put yourself in the arena. Only the brave and self-confident do that. You are qualified for way more important things in life. Wow. Honestly, getting a little bit emotional thinking about that. And I will save that text message forever. No words could have been more perfect in that moment, coming from the person I strive to make proud. So now I'm going to read you a little quote that I often go to when I'm trying to do something in life that scares me. And it's from Theodore Roosevelt. And it speaks to me in many, many ways, not just golf, but in life. And I hope that it speaks to you as well. I bet a lot of you have heard it. Far better it is to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered by failure, than to take rank with those poor spirits who neither enjoy much nor suffer much, because they live in the gray twilight that knows neither victory nor defeat. Oh, damn, y'all, I got goosebumps. So when I'm doing something hard, sometimes I just say the first few words of that quote. Far better it is to dare mighty things. Far better. Listen, choose to try. Be okay with discomfort. Understand if you fail, you are way better off than those who don't even try. Learn, grow, and damn it, by God, always be the best dressed. Love that so much. That's a Meghan Trainor original right there. Keep your head high, clams. Work hard and be so damn proud of yourself. So damn proud. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. Even if you're not a golfer, I really hope that there was something in there that spoke to you. I am beyond excited to have this microphone in my life. I am beyond excited to be in your earbuds, to be in your car, out on a walk with you, on a road trip. folding laundry. One of my favorite things to do when I'm folding laundry is listen to a podcast. So I hope that the Talks with Your Trainer become something you enjoy plugging into and listening to. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking 20 minutes of your day to listen to me chitty chat. It means the world to me. I love you guys. Guys, thank you so much for listening to the Talks with Your Trainer podcast. To leave me a voice memo for a future episode, please go to the link in our show notes. If you loved this episode, could you do me a huge favor and share it with a friend? It would also mean the world to me if you would leave me a review on Apple Podcast. To connect with me, find me on Instagram at Body by Trainer, that's Trainer with an O, and check out our monthly membership at bodybytrainer.com.